Well, Dean Midas from County Durham makes horror films featuring the characters called the Rag Dolly and Eve Valentine. They're getting a cult following around the world, and he told me why he started to make the series.
I'm a real horror buff and have been since a teen. And I just wanted to put all them ideas into reality, if I'm brutally honest. And Halloween, Michael Myers is a massive influence.
Mm. And I know you get lots of people to take part. Like, how does that work? How did you persuade them to do that?
School runs, in the pub one evening. Literally, I said to my friend Adrian, who's in the film, he's a major character, I said, "Oh, would you fancy being in a short horror film?" And he went, "What, in the background?" I went, "Oh, yeah, totally in the background." And 6 films in, he's actually one of the main characters.
Amazing. A star is born.
Yeah, it's a hard sell. And the other friend, Jason, it was literally on the school run while we're picking our kids up. Do you fancy helping me out with a horror film? And again, hence he's been in all the films.
Well, I know that people can watch the films if they go to Dolly v Eve website. But for those who can't see it, can you just tell me a little bit about your films and describe them to me?
Yeah, so we've got the Rag Dolly, who is very much a female Michael Myers type character, doesn't speak and quite formidable. And then you've got Eve Valentine on the other side of the spectrum, who is very much a Freddy Krueger, a bit mouthy, a bit jokey. But both characters are not the kind of characters you want to meet on a dark night.
They sound horrible. And and do you script it? Do you come up with a plot, or do you just see how it goes?
I write all the scripts, and on some of the shoots, it's literally been ad hoc. You get to a scene, you think, "Oh, actually, this would work better than the script I wrote." And
right.
I've got in one of the scenes had a cardboard cutout of Rag Dolly, and I thought, "Oh, this will be gold just to bring this into the script." And I can't give anything away because it's a major part of my new film, but I just think to have the character, and one of the characters, is that the cardboard cutout? And unfortunately for them, it isn't the cardboard cutout.
So what's the reception been like? Like, what do people think of the films?
I mean, Hayley, they've been absolutely unbelievable. In America seem to love them. I mean, UK loves them, but America have really gripped hold these. We've got a guy in America that has made T-shirts on both characters, like 8-bit Minecraft type characters, that he sold, and it's just unbelievable. And the awards we win. Rag Dolly was in America a few months ago and won the Gunnar Hansen Award. As everyone knows, Gunnar Hansen in the horror sector he's Leatherface, he's the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. She won the best villain out of about 30 odd horror films. And for us, we're thousands of miles across the pond on a on a zero budget. It's just absolutely priceless.
Yeah, I think they look fantastic considering the budget, but they are very different to sort of like a big budget cinema blockbuster, aren't they? Why do you think people are getting interested in these sort of films? Is it because cinemas were closed? Is it just people are looking for something different? What is it?
I think lockdown massively helped us because people were looking for something different. They were looking away from the streaming networks. They were looking for low budget horror films that like ours and things that aren't multi-million pound, and they've just captured people's imaginations. I think out of the two characters, the Rag Dolly is the one that I get more contact about, and more people, "Oh, that's scary, I wouldn't want to meet her in a dark alley," and all these kind of things. But even herself is again is a very spooky character. But I just think they've just, on that low budget sector, they've just captured people's imaginations, and people genuinely think they're just very scary characters.
They are scary, and it's not just the way they look, because I'm scared of everything, but it's like the backstory, the fact that you've built this sort of story about her being locked in a hospital and her relationship with the dad, and it's all a bit too much for me. How have you come up with these things?
Well, I'm going to be honest. As I said at the start, Halloween has been a very major influence on these characters. The Rag Dolly doesn't speak. Michael Myers doesn't speak. But I will be honest. The two characters are mainly because there aren't many female horror characters out there. I mean, you could probably on one hand say how many scary female horror characters there are. And I just thought, I want to make this concept of these two horrible characters in my region. Let's make them both female. And I think that has also captured a lot of people's imaginations, because it's usually a male, very strong male character. But I thought two females, and I think that in itself helps to scare a lot of people, that they're two very strong females.
Oh, it is too scary. I mean, maybe at Halloween it's acceptable, but I'm a bit worried. Do you have these costumes in your cupboard all year round, just ready to scare people?
I do. I've got a life-size cardboard cutout of Rag Dolly that literally is hid behind one of my sofas.
Oh, that's horrible. I am not coming round for a cup of tea, never.
My oldest kid's 11, so I've got to hide it from her. Obviously, they have grown up with the characters, because we've got a lot of coverage with them, but we obviously keep it low key to the kids. But they are locked away. The masks, which as you said, are very scary, are locked in boxes and well out of arm's reach from the kids, to make sure that no one in our house is ever scared and comes across them, and because I wouldn't want that on my conscience.
Yeah, I'm not coming around just in case. What about your next film? I believe you're making one that's due out soon. When's that coming out?
Yes, I'm going to do a more paranormal type film, as in, Paranormal Activity, just the scared Final Destination, a non-character type film where it's all left to your imagination, which I think in the horror stakes is actually more scary than seeing what actually happens.
Yeah, totally. And aside from your own films, we're asking for any recommendations this morning. Is there anything that you would recommend people to watch if they want a good scary movie this weekend?
If they're going to the cinema, definitely Halloween Kills. It's a fantastic film, and if you're a big fan of Michael Myers, it's right up the street.
Oh, brilliant. I think I'll leave that one, though. I went to watch The Addams Family at the cinema, which is a PG, and that's about as scary as I want to get.
Yes, I love that as well. In our family, we love Wednesday Addams. She's an absolute icon in our family. Not for the right reasons. She's a good character. We love The Addams Family.
Oh, brilliant. Well, thank you so much for coming on and talking to us about your films. Thanks so much, Dean.
Thank you so much.
Bye now. That's Dean Midas there talking about the horror films that he's creating himself. But I want to know what films you would recommend, whether they be scary or scarily funny. Give me a call and let me know.